There is an invisible presence moving in your life right now. Subtle signs are trying to catch your attention, because someone very special, your true soulmate, is closer than you imagine. What I am about to reveal could change everything about how you understand love and the force of destiny. Stay with me until the end of this message, because the angels have something urgent to deliver to your heart today. Beloved soul, today the angels have brought you a revelation that can transform not only how you see love, but also how you perceive your own essence. There is a silent movement in the spiritual world preparing something magnificent, and you are about to receive this gift. What is about to happen goes far beyond a fleeting desire, beyond an attraction that is born and dies quickly. This is a connection that touches the soul, a bond that was written in the stars and is now drawing near to reveal itself. The celestial guardians show me that your life is entering a cycle of rebirth. You may have felt subtle signs recently, such as unexpected encounters, recurring dreams, memories that return for no reason, or even that feeling that someone is already part of your energy even without being physically present. These are not mere coincidences. They are clear signs that your soulmate is already moving towards you. This connection carries a profound purpose, and it is no exaggeration to say that it is destined to change the course of your journey. The love that is arriving is unlike anything you have lived before. It is a love born spiritually, a bond that needs no logical explanation, because the heart simply recognizes it. You might even try to ignore it. You might convince yourself that it is just imagination, but deep down, you know that something greater is being prepared. The messengers of light want you to remain open, because this new adventure requires courage, trust, and surrender. Have you ever noticed how sometimes small coincidences seem to want to catch your attention? A number that appears repeatedly, a song that plays at the right moment, a conversation you overhear without expecting to. These signs are like spiritual beacons pointing to what is about to manifest. Your soulmate is closer than you think, and the angels guarantee that there is nothing you need to force. You just need to be in tune with the energy of love, and the rest will be guided by the wisdom of the universe. This revelation also brings a message of healing. The celestial messengers say that this meeting does not just come to bring companionship, but also to free you from old emotional wounds that still insist on lingering. This new person does not come to repeat stories, but to usher in a new cycle in which respect, tenderness, and reciprocity are the pillars. The connection is so profound that you will feel as if you are reuniting with someone who has always been a part of you, even if you have never met before. The angels want you to know that it is not too late to live this adventure. In fact, it is right now that you are ready to receive it. All previous experiences were lessons that strengthened you, making you capable of living a mature, spiritual, and true love. This is the opportunity to experience passion intensely, but without the illusions of the past. It is as if life is saying to you, here is the reward for everything you have already learned and overcome. What will happen soon is like an awakening. The heart will beat differently, the eyes will recognize the soul behind the gaze, and the feeling will be one of being home, even in unfamiliar territory. This is the power of a soulmate, to bring certainty without needing proof. And it is this certainty that the celestial guardians are preparing for you. Now pay attention to this spiritual guidance. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments. I receive true love. This simple gesture is an act of faith and opens space for spiritual blessings to manifest in your life. Returning to the revelation, the angels show that the universe has already aligned circumstances for this meeting to occur. It could be at an unexpected moment, in a common place in your daily life, a trip that suddenly arises, or even a simple conversation that seemed unimportant. None of this will be by chance. It is the spiritual plan creating the perfect scenario, so that two souls that have always sought each other can finally meet. The message also brings a call to courage. Often, when life offers us something new, the fear of taking a risk arises, but the messengers of light reinforce, do not be afraid. This is not just any adventure. It is a journey towards something you have always desired, even in silence. Trust that every step will be guided. You are not alone, for the love that is approaching comes accompanied by spiritual protection. This connection goes beyond passion. It awakens purpose. Together, you will have not only moments of joy and affection, but also spiritual growth. It is a relationship that elevates, that expands horizons, and that brings meaning to your days. What the angels show is an energy of completeness. Every detail of your life begins to align when this soul arrives. as if the pieces of a puzzle finally fit together. Beloved being, keep your energy high. Take time to care for yourself, to cultivate positive thoughts, and to connect with your own essence. For the soulmate who is approaching is not looking for someone incomplete, but rather a mirror of light, ready to share life in its fullness. This is the spiritual preparation that is happening now, and you are part of this divine dance of meetings and reunions. As this revelation ends, the celestial guardians ask you to hold this certainty in your heart. The new adventure has already begun, even if you cannot yet see it with your eyes. The movement is invisible but real, and when it arrives, it will bring not only love, but also peace, balance, and a new purpose for your life. Beloved being, today the messengers of light reveal that you are at a decisive point in your spiritual journey. There is an energy pulsing around you, preparing the stage for a transformative encounter to happen. This connection, which goes beyond desire and beyond illusions, is approaching gently, almost imperceptibly, but filled with strength. The soul that resonates with yours is already moving towards you, and the universe's call can no longer be ignored. The celestial guardians show that signs have been sent for some time, even if you have not yet noticed. Perhaps they are dreams in which unknown faces seem familiar. Maybe it is a sudden intuition that something is about to happen, or even an inexplicable feeling of presence when you are alone. These signs are not a product of chance. They are spiritual reminders that the soul that seeks you already feels your energy, already recognizes your light, and is already preparing to reveal itself. It is at this moment that the angels ask you to cultivate attention and sensitivity. Every detail can carry a message. An apparently casual meeting, an unexpected conversation, or even a numerical synchronicity can be an indication that the universe is aligning everything for the encounter to happen. The most beautiful part is that when this connection arises, you will have no doubts. The heart will recognize it even before the mind understands, and this recognition will bring a peace that no rational explanation could offer. The central emotion here is the certainty that you are not just waiting for someone. You are being led to live a reunion of souls. The bond between you already exists and already pulses in another dimension. What is about to happen is just the materialization of this spiritual bond. The celestial messengers state that, at the exact moment, destiny will make sure to unite your paths in such a natural way that it will seem impossible to deny that something greater was at work. This awakening does not just come to fill a space in your heart, but to provoke transformation. You will be invited to look within yourself, to perceive the parts of your essence that still need affection, comfort, and healing. The soulmate who is approaching does not come to complete you, but to walk alongside you, revealing new ways of being whole, full, and at peace. This new spiritual adventure is also an opportunity for evolution. For every word exchanged and every gesture shared will become a lesson in true love. The celestial guardians remind you that soulmate love is not just made of enchantments. It can bring challenges, precisely because its mission is to awaken. But these challenges are not barriers, but rather steps. With each step overcome, the connection strengthens, and consciousness expands. This is the beauty of the experience. By this soul's side, you will feel that even obstacles transform into bridges that bring you even closer. Beloved soul, realize the greatness of this. You are not just waiting for a romance, but for a bond that transcends time, a bond that has already been lived in other existences, and that now returns to continue your story. The messengers of light show me that the reunion is inevitable, because true love knows no limits or barriers. It always finds a way to manifest, even if it takes years, even if it crosses distances. This is the moment when you are called to prepare your heart. Release resentments. Let go of what no longer serves you. Allow yourself to make space for the new, because when this soulmate presents themselves, it will be like the arrival of a gentle breeze after a long period of waiting, refreshing, invigorating, and full of promises. And you will be ready to receive, for you will have already done the necessary inner cleansing for this love to flourish in a healthy and full way. Now, the angels ask you to connect with this energy in a practical way. Before we continue this message, write in the comments, 222 to claim it. This number carries the energy of faith, trust, and the confirmation that everything is happening at the right time. By declaring this, you open your spiritual field, so that the universe can bring the encounter in an even more fluid and powerful way. There is something else the celestial guardians ask for. Allow yourself to believe that you deserve this love. Often, doubt or self-sabotage prevents us from receiving what is already destined for us. But the truth is that you are worthy of living this experience, worthy of being loved in a full and sincere way. The soulmate who is approaching does not seek perfection, but authenticity. And that is exactly what you have to offer. The central motivation of this revelation is clear. It is not just about finding someone, but about living the intensity of a new adventure that will bring meaning to your days and light to your moments. It is the universe gifting your soul with the opportunity to experience love in a way that never fades. The celestial messengers also ask for something very special. If this message resonates with you, receive it with gratitude. And if you feel it in your heart, make a donation using the thanks button. This gesture of support helps us continue bringing inspiring and light-filled messages to all who need them. Every act of generosity creates a current of love that multiplies and returns to your life in unexpected blessings. Beloved being, the encounter is near. Prepare yourself, open your heart, and allow this adventure to reveal itself. For when you least expect it, life will show you that what seemed distant has always been by your side, just waiting for the right moment to flourish. Sweet soul, the angels reveal to me that even before the encounter happens in the physical world, your soulmate is already walking beside you in another dimension. This invisible, yet real presence already envelops you in silence, sending subtle signs that they are closer than you imagine. The universe is setting the stage for something special, and this preparation is not happening outside, but within you. With every positive thought, with every opening to the new, the bond strengthens and draws closer to materializing. The celestial messengers show that you may often have felt a void or even thought you were alone, but this is just the illusion of the moment. The soul that resonates with yours already watches you with tenderness, already vibrates in harmony with your feelings. It is as if somewhere someone else also feels the same restlessness, the same call, without knowing exactly what it is, but knowing that something needs to happen. This is the beauty of the connection between souls. Even at a distance, there is a silent communication that connects hearts. What is about to happen in your life is comparable to opening a window after a long time in a closed room. Suddenly, fresh air enters, light streams through the space, and everything takes on a new color. This encounter will be like that. Unexpected, transformative, and deeply invigorating. The celestial guardians confirm that it is not by chance, but a correction of destiny. The timelines align, and what seemed unlikely becomes inevitable. Beloved being, this presence is already touching your energy in subtle ways. You may notice this in moments of silence when you feel as if you are not alone. It can also be in small signs, a sudden shiver, a memory that arises for no reason, or an inexplicable peace that invades your heart. These experiences are not products of imagination, but manifestations of the soul that is approaching. The universe finds creative ways to announce what is about to flourish. The angels ask you to trust. Doubt can delay the revelation, but trust opens doors. This adventure is not about waiting with anxiety, but about preparing with serenity. When you remain at peace, the energy flows freely, and the encounter approaches more quickly. The love that is arriving is not just a romance, it is a spiritual blessing, a gift that arrives at the exact right time, bringing balance and renewal. This connection also comes to awaken a more authentic version of you. With this soulmate, you will feel that you can be exactly who you are, without masks, without fears. This will be a safe space, a refuge where vulnerability transforms into strength. This mutual authenticity creates deep roots, and the messengers of light assure that this bond will be marked by truth and purity. There is something surprising that the celestial guardians show me. Soon, this soulmate will have the courage to approach you, and you will see in their eyes the confirmation of everything that has been said until now. No elaborate words will be needed. A gesture, a smile, or a shared silence will be enough for the heart to recognize it's you. This is the power of spiritual truth, which dispenses with explanations and speaks directly to the spirit. Beloved soul, open yourself to receive. Often life gives gifts in unexpected ways. Do not limit love to a fixed idea or a rigid expectation. Allow yourself to be surprised, because the soul that is approaching may come from where you least imagine, but it will bring exactly what you have always sought: peace, complicity, and purpose. Now, an important piece of guidance from the celestial messengers. Before we continue this message, please subscribe to the channel. This helps us continue to create meaningful content for you. Continuing the message, the angels also ask you to receive a special gift. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments, "I received the energy of the angels." My lucky number is 8 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love very much. If this message touched your heart, show your support by donating through the thanks button and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. Beloved being, understand that this number is not just a coincidence. It represents perfection, protection, and elevated spirituality. It is a reminder that your soulmate connection is sustained by the celestial plan, which accompanies every step of this story with care and love. The celestial guardians also ask you to take care of your energy. Feed yourself with good emotions. Surround yourself with people who elevate your spirit, and stay away from situations that drain your peace. This way, you stay in tune to receive what is coming. The love that arrives is pure, but it needs to find an open and available heart. This encounter will be not just the beginning of a relationship, but the beginning of a new stage in your life. You will notice that the days gain more vivid colors, that every moment becomes more meaningful. By this soul's side, you will feel that time stops being an enemy and becomes an ally, because the present will be lived in its fullness. This is the promise of the messengers of light. Not just a love, but an experience that elevates, expands, and heals. Sweet soul, hold this in your heart. The invisible is already in motion. The presence of this soulmate is no longer a distant promise. It is a reality that is already pulsing and will soon become visible. Trust, prepare, and allow destiny to take care of the rest. Beloved being, the celestial messengers reveal that the love that is approaching does not just come to warm the heart, but also to heal wounds that have been held in silence for a long time. The arrival of a soulmate is accompanied by an opportunity for liberation. This new adventure cannot flourish in ground still laden with old hurts, so the guardians of light ask you to allow forgiveness to be the key that opens the space for true love. Notice how life often leaves emotional scars. Harsh words, unexpected departures, broken promises, or even absences that have deeply marked the heart. These memories may have turned into invisible walls, erected to protect you, but which at the same time distance you from the opportunity to feel fully. The angels ask you to understand that these walls no longer need to exist. The soul that is approaching does not bring weight, but lightness, and forgiveness is the path that dissolves the walls and opens a way for the light. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting what happened, nor justifying actions that hurt you. Forgiveness means freeing yourself from the weight of carrying the past in your hands. It means letting go of what is no longer part of your essence, allowing your heart to be light to live the new. The messengers of light say that true forgiveness is a gift you give to yourself, not to the other. It is a way of saying, "I choose to live free." This new spiritual connection asks for exactly this: freedom. The soulmate who is approaching wants to find an open space in you, an available heart, a clean energy ready to welcome. True love cannot flourish amidst chains of resentment. It needs fresh air, clarity, and surrender. And this is the invitation the universe is making to you now. To leave behind what no longer serves. To welcome what was always destined to happen. Sweet soul, you may have already noticed that there are people from the past who still occupy space in your mind, even against your will. This is not about thinking of them with affection, but about still carrying memories that bother you, situations that were left without explanation, or even the feeling that something was left unfinished. Forgiveness comes precisely to bring closure, to put an end to pages that no longer need to be revisited. The angels ask you to dedicate yourself to a simple and powerful practice. Write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you would like to forgive. Visualize each one of them, send them love, and say, "I forgive you and I free your soul." Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. This attitude opens up space in your energy for the new love to manifest with all its intensity and clarity. The celestial guardians remind you that by forgiving, you not only heal the past, but also prepare the future. The universe responds to the vibration you emit. When your heart vibrates with hurt, what returns is stagnation. When it vibrates with forgiveness, what returns is movement, renewal, and blessings. By releasing those who no longer belong to your story, You attract those who are truly destined to walk by your side. Beloved being, this new loving adventure will not just be a reunion between two souls, but also a celebration of the freedom gained through forgiveness. When you let go of the tethers, life flows in such a natural way that everything seems to align. The universe finds ways to surprise you, bringing unexpected encounters, unique opportunities, and the feeling that love was just waiting for the right moment to flourish. There is also a deep spiritual aspect here. Forgiving is aligning with the essence of the messengers of light. They live in a vibration where there is no rancor, only unconditional love. By choosing to forgive, you approach this frequency and allow your life to be guided with more harmony. This harmony strengthens the bond with your soulmate, because you both meet in a purer vibration, ready to live something true. Beloved soul, think for a moment about what it would be like to live the present without carrying the chains of the past. Imagine the lightness of waking up each day, knowing that nothing from what was left behind still holds you back. This is the promise of forgiveness, to free yourself from the weight. Open space for love, and allow destiny to be fulfilled without interference. The celestial messengers assure that when you choose to forgive, a new illuminated road opens before you, and your soulmate will come down that path. Forgiveness also strengthens trust. Those who are trapped in the past are afraid to live the present, but those who let go of hurts trust that the future can be better. And it is exactly this trust that you need to cultivate now, because your soulmate is arriving to walk by your side in a new story. This is not a vague promise. It is a spiritual certainty sustained by the celestial guardians. The angels ask you to look within yourself with compassion. Forgive yourself for your mistakes, for the choices you believe were not the best, for the opportunities you think you missed. Everything was part of a learning process that brought you here. Prepared to live true love. This new connection does not demand perfection, only authenticity. And when you forgive yourself, you discover the beauty of being exactly who you are, with all your experiences, ready to live an adventure that goes beyond desire. Sweet soul, release what no longer belongs to you. Let go of hurts, hand over the burdens to the angels, and allow your energy to be renewed. The soulmate who is approaching brings with them the opportunity to live a love that is light, profound, and full of meaning. But for this to happen, you need to open up space within yourself. This is the lesson of forgiveness. To open your hands to let go of the past and receive the present that the universe has prepared. Beloved soul, the celestial guardians show me that the love that is approaching has already begun to announce itself in your life through subtle signs, small messages from the universe that often go unnoticed, but which carry an enormous force. Your soulmate does not suddenly enter like a bolt of lightning from the sky. First, there is a silent movement, a preparation, an announcement that comes in the form of symbols, coincidences, and intuitions. Today, I want to reveal these signs to you so that your heart is attentive and your mind is awake. You may have already noticed repeated numbers appearing constantly before your eyes, as if the clock always strikes the same time, or you come across the same sequence in different places. These are not just numbers, they are spiritual codes. When you see, for example, 1111, the messengers of light are telling you that a new beginning is approaching, a portal of transformation is open. If 222 appears frequently, it is the confirmation that everything is happening in perfect alignment and that you can trust. These numbers are like tickets from the universe, delivered to soothe your anxiety and affirm that you are on the right path. Another powerful sign is synchronicity in encounters. You may have crossed paths with the same person in different places, at unexpected times, or even a name appears in conversations repeatedly for no apparent reason. The universe creates these repetitions to call your attention, as if saying, "Look more carefully, there is something here that needs to be seen." This is a way of announcing that your soulmate is already approaching your reality. The angels also talk about dreams. You may be dreaming of familiar faces, or even someone unknown, but who awakens a sense of inexplicable familiarity. Dreams are portals that allow the soul to connect even before the physical encounter happens. It is through them that, often, the soulmate's energy begins to present itself, preparing the heart for the moment of revelation. Another sign is songs that play at the exact right moment, as if the lyrics were a message directed to you. You might be in a random place, and suddenly, a song awakens memories, emotions, and even a clear intuition that something greater is happening. These melodies do not arrive by chance. They are chosen by the celestial messengers as instruments of communication. Beloved being, also pay attention to your own intuition. There are moments when you feel a sudden peace, a joy for no reason, a feeling that something good is about to happen. This is the soulmate approaching, sending positive energy that is already touching your spiritual field. This silent presence already envelops you, and you recognize it even without realizing it. The messengers of light also show me that the arrival of this soul can be announced by a sudden desire to change something in your life. It could be a wish to visit a different place, to start a new activity, or even to reunite with people you haven't seen for a long time. These changes are not just choices, but paths opened by the universe to lead you to the encounter. Life creates the necessary circumstances for two souls that have always belonged to each other to finally meet. Beloved soul, it is essential that you keep your heart open to perceive these signs. Do not dismiss them as mundane coincidences. They are proof that the invisible is already in motion. When the universe wants to unite two souls, it moves everything around. Time, people, situations. Everything begins to align in a grand design that only makes sense later. The celestial guardians ask you to also prepare to receive messages through unexpected people. Someone might say something simple, but it reaches you as a clear answer. It could be advice, a random phrase, even a casual comment, but it echoes in your heart as if it were made specifically for your situation. This happens because the angels use people as instruments for the messages to reach you. Now, beloved being, there is a special invitation. Observe your life with spiritual eyes. With every sign, be grateful. Gratitude strengthens your connection with the universe and enhances the clarity of what is being shown. Do not ignore the small things, for in them, the greatest messages are hidden. The angels also ask you to take care of your energy, because the more elevated you are, the easier it will be to perceive these signs. Cultivate moments of silence, deep breathing, and contact with nature. These practices enhance your sensitivity and make your connection clearer. This phase is comparable to a sunrise. The night has not yet completely gone, but there are already signs of light appearing on the horizon. The encounter with your soulmate is this dawn. It can already be felt, even if it is not yet fully visible. This anticipation is a gift, for it allows you to prepare with calm, serenity, and confidence. Now receive this spiritual reminder from the guardians of light. With every sign you notice, say in a low voice, "I welcome the promise of love." This simple affirmation opens your heart and keeps it aligned with the spiritual movement that is already underway. Beloved being, everything is already happening. Your soulmate is near, and the universe is sending you proof of it every day. It is no longer about waiting for a chance occurrence, but about opening yourself to a destiny that has already been written. The signs are the universe's way of saying, prepare yourself. What you have always sought is on its way. The messengers of light show me that the love that is approaching is not just an individual gift, but also a collective calling. Your soulmate comes as a response to your heart's deepest desire, but also as part of a larger current, a wave of light that expands through every true encounter. The celestial guardians say that when two souls meet, the energy that arises does not just touch the two of them, but reverberates in the world, healing, inspiring, and strengthening other hearts. This new adventure that the universe is preparing is, therefore, a blessing that goes beyond romance. It is an opportunity to build something that inspires other people to believe again in the power of love, even when everything seemed lost. By living this encounter, you become an example that it is never too late to start over, that destiny always finds a way to reunite what was separated, that hope is not in vain. The angels ask you to realize how much your story has the power to illuminate other paths. When someone observes the transformation in your life, the courage to open up to the new, the ability to trust even after so many experiences, that person also finds reasons to believe. This current of love does not need grand speeches. It is born naturally when someone lives their truth with authenticity and faith. Sweet soul, the celestial messengers reveal that your soulmate already feels this same vibration. You are both being prepared not only to share moments as a couple, but to build an energy together that reaches beyond your own bond. It is like lighting a candle. By illuminating its own space, the flame also allows others around to see better. Your encounter is this flame that spreads, and its light will have no limits. Beloved being, realize that this current of love is also a form of healing. Every gesture, every word, every shared smile will be able to dissolve old pains, not only in you, but in those who live and observe. The universe works like this. It transforms personal stories into instruments of renewal for many. That is why the angels ask you not to keep what you are receiving just for yourself, but to share it, because the more you share this light, the more it will multiply. This revelation also carries a lesson. True love is not possessive. It does not limit itself to two hearts closed in on themselves. It expands, elevates, and inspires. Your soulmate comes not only to be a companion, but to walk by your side on a mission to spread hope. You will become guardians of each other, and at the same time, messengers to the world. The angels now ask for a concrete action. Share this video with two dear people who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a current of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. This gesture is more than a simple click. It is an act of love that strengthens the invisible bond between you and those who also need light. Beloved soul, realize how the universe acts in a perfect way. By sharing this message, you become a channel for something greater. Often, a simple word arrives at the right moment and changes everything for someone who no longer saw a way out. You can be the bridge through which a celestial message reaches those who need it most. This is the beauty of the current of love. No one walks alone. We are all connected by invisible threads sustained by the energy of the guardians of light. The celestial messengers also remind you that this gesture of sharing creates a cycle of blessings. What you send out returns multiplied. By spreading hope, you also attract even more hope into your life. By inspiring faith, you strengthen your own faith. By giving love, you receive love in return. This is the spiritual law that governs the universe. Everything we give with our heart returns to us in unexpected ways. Beloved being, your soulmate is also within this current. The love you will live will be strengthened not only by what happens between you, but also by the impact you will have on those around you. It is as if the universe is saying, this love is not just for you two. It is for all who are touched by the light you emanate. Sweet soul, imagine yourself as part of this luminous web. Every act of kindness you perform, every message you share, every word of affection you offer becomes a thread in this network that sustains not only your life, but also the lives of many other people. The angels affirm that soulmate love is one of the most powerful ways to keep this network alive, because it vibrates at such a high frequency that it opens doors to miracles. That is why the messengers of light insist. Trust in the love that is approaching, but do not keep it just for yourself. Let this flame warm you and also illuminate others. This is the hidden mission behind the meeting of souls. Not just to love, but to multiply love in the world. Beloved being, be ready. Because when your soulmate arrives, you will realize that this love is different. It does not close you off in a small world, but opens up greater horizons. It does not bring fear of loss, but the security that the union is protected. It does not ask for silence, but inspires sharing. This is the mark of true love. It overflows. Beloved being, the angels show that the entire path you have walked until now was not in vain. Every sign you perceived, every tear you shed, every silence filled with hope, prepared the ground for the promise to be fulfilled. The encounter with your soulmate is no longer just a distant possibility. It is a reality that is about to blossom before your eyes. The universe has worked in silence, aligning circumstances, strengthening your essence, and guiding invisible steps that are now leading you to the long-awaited outcome. The celestial messengers reveal to me that when this encounter happens, the heart will recognize it even before any word is spoken. It will be a feeling of immediate belonging, as if all of time had conspired for this instant. The intensity will not be in the exaggeration, but in the simplicity. A look, a smile, a simple gesture will bring the certainty that the bond has always existed. Soulmate love does not need grand explanations, because it speaks the language of the soul. This culmination does not just mean starting a relationship, but starting a new stage of your own life. You will realize that every past lesson, every moment of loneliness, and every challenge faced had a purpose, to make you ready to live this love with consciousness and maturity. The angels affirm that this encounter does not come to rescue what was missing, but to celebrate who you have already become. It is a love that adds, that expands, and that multiplies. Sweet soul, know that life can change in an instant. An unexpected encounter, a casual conversation, a touch of synchronicity, and suddenly everything makes sense. This is how the universe likes to surprise. When you least expect it, when you are just living in the present, destiny reveals itself. True love arrives without effort, without games, without masks. It simply happens, and its presence brings peace. The celestial guardians ask you to receive this promise with gratitude. Be grateful not only for what is to come, but also for what has already happened, because every detail has led you here. Be grateful for the invisible that has already become visible, for the future that announces itself in the present. This gratitude creates such a strong vibration that it opens up even more space for blessings to multiply. Beloved being, the angels also remind you that this love is not just a gift, but a responsibility. It is an opportunity to build something true, to keep alive the flame that was lit by the universe. Take care of this connection as someone cares for a garden, with attention, affection, and presence. Soulmate love is a rare treasure, and the more it is nurtured, the more it flourishes. Sweet soul, the messengers of light show me that by this soulmate side you will live moments that will seem eternal. Small things will become unforgettable. Conversations that warm you, silences that comfort, dreams that are built together. It is not just about big events, but about the beauty of sharing life in every detail. This is the secret of true love, to transform the ordinary into the sacred. Now, the celestial guardians bring a final invitation for you. Write in the comments this phrase that seals today's message. I open my heart to the love of my soulmate. This declaration is a spiritual key, a commitment you make to the universe, opening the portal for the promise to materialize in your life. Beloved being, your new adventure has already begun. Do not doubt, do not fear, do not postpone. What is yours by spiritual right is already in motion. The angels assure that the love that is approaching will bring peace, fullness, and purpose. It will not come to imprison, but to free. It will not come to hurt, but to heal. It will not come to divide, but to unite. Sweet soul, this is the culmination of the promise. The love that seemed distant is closer than you imagine. And when it arrives, everything you lived before will make sense. You will realize that you were never alone, that the messengers of light were always by your side, preparing every detail so that this moment would be possible. And now, receive the final blessing. If you liked this message, subscribe to the channel to continue receiving messages of light. The angels thank you for watching and await you in the next video.